Well, hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Sally Roper, and I'm coming to you from Ocharis in Jamaica. And this is going to be a very quick kiln unloading because half of my kiln is production work, and the other half is our pieces that I want to have for a fair that I'm doing this afternoon. So I actually am in a bit of a rush. But first of all, I want to say thank you very much to people who made a comment. I mentioned in my last video that my husband was in hospital. Unfortunately, he is still there. It's a nerve issue, and until the pain in the nerve goes away, that's going to be his home for a little while. So he's making progress, but we're not as fast as we had hoped. But anyway, that's not the purpose of this video, of course. It is all about the kiln and unloading my work. Now, I had a little bit of a sneak peek before, maybe about half an hour ago, and I'm happy and unhappy about the results of one particular set of mugs that I made. So let's get it open, let's get it going, and this will be over in no time at all. So the first thing I want to show you is this is like a salad bowl, and I did Amico snow on the inside. I poured it in, and then I dipped it out, and then I cleaned up the outside as that glaze dried, and then I brushed on 3 coats of oh Jesus Murphy, Oribe, satin Oribe, sorry. Yeah, this is satin Oribe, and it's three brushes. Again, I waxed the bottom. If you saw my video a couple of videos ago where I talked about waxing bottoms and the nice clean line, even though I brushed the outside, I still wax the bottom, and that's what gives me that lovely edge on the bottom of this pot. So there you go. So this is this is about 10 inches wide and 3 inches deep, just to give you an idea of the size of the piece. And there you have it. It's pretty nice. Okay, I have a lady who comes in once a week and is learning to make pottery, and so this is a bowl that she made, and she used it in the Elizabeth stoneware from Laguna. That's the clay base, and this is turquoise, and I have another turquoise piece in here, and I'm going to take it out now and I'm going to show you, because this is a really good example of the difference of different clay bodies and the color that it gives you in the turquoise. So this is Opulence 441 turquoise, and this is turquoise as well. So it's kind of, as you can see, a little darker in using the darker clay. So when you're choosing your clay colors, be very careful on the clay bodies that you're using, because it really does have quite an impact on what the color of your glaze is going to look like. So there you go. So this is just a lovely little bowl that Liz made, and here's a mug. I have a set of 4 of these mugs, and this is again snow on the inside. I poured it in, poured it out, and then I just dipped the rim in the top of the bucket. And then when that was dry, I put my hand inside and I dropped this down into the turquoise, held it for about 3 seconds, and then pulled it out. So that's it. And I have a set of 4 of these. Okay, and these are my witness cones. I talk about them most times when here, I'll hold it up against my blouse because it's a good contrast. Anyway, I fired this to cone 5 medium with a 13-minute hold. That 13-minute hold gives me that extra bend, takes it a little bit more than cone 5, goes to about 5.5. And then this, you can see that the number 6 is starting to bend, which is exactly what I want. If this had bent over any more, then it would have been a cone 6, but this is right now 5.5, and that's where I like to fire my pieces to. And I'm using, most of my clay is B Mix 5, and I use cone 5-6 glazes, so it's a perfect fit for the temperature to which I fire to. So that's that. Okay. So, oops. All right, so these are, anyway, Liz is here, but she doesn't want to come in front of the camera. So these are 2 more of the little bowls that Liz made. So these are the first pieces that she's ever made. So I'm, yeah. I'm really proud of her. These are really, really good. Actually, I did the glazing because I needed to get them into the kiln, but all the rest of the work was hers. So well done, Liz. And then just some mug toppers, again in turquoise. And these are textured mug toppers. I just waxed the bottom. You can see that it's got a small circle attached to a larger one. And then these will sit, here's the true test. This should just sit nicely on top of the mug. That one's probably a little too small. There we go. And this one just sits on top of the mug, and that little ridge, little piece underneath stops it from sliding off. Kind of catches it. So there you go. My mugs have a mug topper. And this one is a hummingbird. And then this one is just daisies, textured with daisies, again dipped in opulence turquoise. All right. So this one here, I'm disappointed and I'm really happy. So I saw somebody had posted online, and they had these beautiful beautiful mugs, similar shape, and what they had done is they had done honey flux, 3 coats of honey flux, and then she put stroke and coat on the rim. And I thought, I really, really like that, and I'm going to give it a try. So what I did was I did three thick coats of honey flux inside and out, and I brushed it on. So you know I'm a dipper, so brushing it on takes a lot of patience. But anyway, and then I just got the bottle of stroke and coat, and once the honey flux had dried, then I just ran a line of the stroke and coat all around the outside, and I just kind of held it there and turned it, and then it started to drip. So I was kind of holding it and trying to keep the line fairly tight, and then I dried it upside down a little bit and whatever, but eventually it held itself. So this is the result I got. Now, the lady who I was trying to I don't want to say copy, I borrowed her idea. And I mean, this really ran through, and the contrasting color was really, really light. But I'm really happy with that. And you can see that the honey flux has come through the stroke and coat as the stroke and coat flowed down. Now this one, I believe, is hot tamale. So that's all I did. Like I said, I just poured a rim. I didn't take a picture, I'm sorry, of the glazed piece. Anyway, I just poured a line, fairly thick line, just around the rim, and that was it. So that's the run. And I have more. So this is same thing, but I like how it's dripped down. I'm really happy with this, and I love this color. This is Jaded. Again, honey flux times 3 brushed on, and just, it's sweet, sorry, it's, right. Sorry, bear with me, everybody. Okay, yeah. So you can just see how it breaks, and that's really, really nice. I'm really happy with that. I love the color of this one. And actually, I lie. This one is orange appeal, and this is hot tamale. So again, you can see how it breaks. It's really nice. And then what I did was I just ran a little line down to just kind of to the edge. So this is the run I got. It was about an inch worth of run. So that's pretty nice. I have a little bit of a I don't really know what that was, because it wasn't there when I glazed the pots. So I don't know what happened. So I might have to just sand those down a little bit, or sell it as a second. And then this one is Blue Isle, and that one I really love. So there you go. I used Jaded, Blue Isle, Hot Tamale, and Orange Appeal, and made a set of 4. That's nice. Okay, and this is just a vase that I did, and on the inside is Opulence Blue Monday, and then I dipped it down to about here. And then when that started to dry, I dipped the bottom into sea spray, and I've adjusted my sea spray. I've been having a little bit of trouble with it lately, and so what I did was, before I mixed up the clay, I drew off the water that had settled off the top, and I actually took out about 2 cups of water. And then I remixed it. I put in my hydrometer and checked the specific gravity, and it was 1.54, which is exactly the right specific gravity for this opulence glaze. And I've got it back. I'm really happy because I used to go kind of yellowish, which meant that the glaze was too thin. And I'm really, really happy with that. So with Opulent Sea Spray, please make sure that your specific gravity is around 1.5 or 154, whichever kind of a hydrometer you're using. And you're gonna get the color of the glaze as it's meant to be. And I've been struggling with it a little bit lately, and now I know why. It's just that my glaze was too thin. And anyway, this is what's in the bottom. This is a commissioned piece, so I won't bore you with all of that. And we just have one more little bit left to do. And these are the rest of the turquoise mugs. Again, Amico Snow on the inside, Opulence Turquoise on the outside. And they're just kind of guy mugs. I at Christmas time, I always try and make things that are good for men. And then I have these ripple mugs. These are always a popular mug. And this is a full dip in sea spray. And then, and I have it on the inside. And then what I do is I turn it upside down, and I dipped it about 1 inch into the Blue Monday. And Blue Monday and sea spray is my favorite combination of glazes. And I just love how they run together. And it just blends so nicely into each other. It's really, really nice. And I have a set of 4 of these. Actually, I have a set of 4. And this one was done the opposite. So this one I did a full dip in sea spray and dipped the rim in Blue Monday. And this one I did a full dip in Blue Monday and dip the rim in sea spray, and you barely see the sea spray. So I may not have held it in there long enough or whatever, but these are the same glazes, just the opposite glazing combination. Quite a difference. And these are just the last 2 pieces. Again, you know what they are. So that's it. That's all I have to show you today. I want to thank you very much for joining me. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, if you haven't done so already, I do a lot of kiln unloadings. And come the new year, I might throw in one or two throwing techniques. I'm no expert. I'm a self-taught, pretty much. I did do instruction the first 4 years, but the rest of my growth in pottery has been self-taught. And but I'm willing to share the things that I've learned along the way. So you're welcome to join me on my journey in pottery. So thank you all very much. Happy holidays. I hope everybody just has a wonderful time. And it's a big deal in Canada and a big deal in Jamaica. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Happy holidays, everybody.